Spooks Omega Team, issue number 1. This is from DDP. Well, actually, this is not issue number 1. This is issue number 0. This is the preview for Spooks Omega Team by DDP, Digital Devil Publication, I think is what it was called. I know them from Hack Slash. Hack Slash first started off as a DDP comic. This is actually volume 2 of Spooks. There's like an original Spooks. This was a series created by, I believe, R.A. Salvatore, who is a fantasy writer, mostly known for, I forget the name of the character. He does a popular Dungeons and Dragons series of novels. Oh my god, I forgot the name. But yeah, he also wrote he did some video game stuff. He wrote one of the Dungeons and Dragons games. He also did the story for Kingdoms of Alamar. I can never pronounce that name right. But yeah, so it's by him, and he kind of, I think, came up with the premise and the story, and then Larry Hama actually did the script. Spooks is awesome. Like, I'm really sad that, as far as I know, there's only 2 volumes. This is basically here's the best way to explain Spooks. Spooks is G.I. Joe for adults, and then rather than going against, a terrorist organization, they fight the supernatural. I mean, it's Larry Hama, so if you like Larry Hama's G.I. Joe, you're gonna love this. I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt Diversing Comics, your boy Zach, knows who the hell I am. But if anyone can basically, someone should contact him and tell him to read Spooks, because I think he will like it. Whenever he describes his Jawbreakers, it reminds me a lot of this. It reminds me a lot of Spooks. So, Spooks also reminds me a lot of, I'm not sure if any video game fans out there, you guys familiar with Clive Barker? I mean, he's mostly known for books and movies. He did like Hellraiser and stuff like that. He has 2 video games. He has Clive Barker's Undying, which is really good. And then he did Clive Barker's Jericho. That came out on the PS3 and 360, Xbox 360, I think. Great game. I feel like it's very underrated. Not that many people know about it. It's very cult classic, I think. Awesome game. But it kind of reminds me of that. Basically, you get this team of soldiers. So each of them kind of have their own superpowers. And they basically work for this like military organization. And they go and track down demons and fight them and stuff like that. That's pretty much Spooks. Amazing. So, if I remember right, this is the leader. This is Kane. This is DX. This is the Bettina. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I believe this guy is 4. And is this El Nino? These 2 guys, I'm kind of blanking on their names. Mostly the comics tend to focus on these 3 right here. Which in my opinion are the core characters. So yeah, we have them in the Amazon River, and all of a sudden they get attacked by the natives. Only these right here, I believe, they're zombies, and this is the only one that's like alive, and he's kind of using some kind of Aztec powers to reanimate these guys to basically take out the Spooks team. And of course the Spooks team, I mean, like the badasses that they are, they just mow down through everybody until this dude surrenders. So they're trying to find this pyramid, and they basically ask him, okay, you know where it's at, lead us to it. And he does. So he takes them to this Aztec pyramid, but when they reach the top, they realize it's actually an inverted pyramid. So basically, there's a pyramid on the outside that you see going up, but then once you actually look at the top, there's a pyramid going down into this little pool of water over here. And then we also see on the sides, we see like these statues of these fishmen. Kind of look like, is it the Dagons? Or is it the, oh god. I'm hating myself for blanking on the name because I'm such a huge Lovecraft fan. The Deep Ones. The Deep Ones, there we go. From Shadows of Innsmouth. They kind of remind me of that. So yeah, they kind of notice these weird fish monsters. And they kind of take him down to the pool. And the guy explains that this is actually like a sacrificial pool. And right when they're kind of wondering what gets sacrificed, boom, like a hand comes out, grabs the dude, pulls it underwater. And they're just kind of like, what the hell? I really like the art for this. The artwork is actually by Tim Seeley. I think he mostly does writing now, but anyone who's a fan of Hack Slash, Tim Seeley was the creator, writer, illustrator for the old Hack Slash series. I can see a lot of that here, especially in Bettany. Bettany looks a lot like Cassie Hack at certain times. Like right there. Yeah, I'm basically getting Cassie Hack vibes from her. But yeah, basically the statues right here. One of these deep one looking monsters. Oh, it looks like a mix between the deep ones and the creature from the Black Lagoon, the classic movie. Basically, he pops out and he ends up grabbing Kane and jumping into the water. And basically, he takes Kane to his nest. So he's I can't remember if he's Mama Deep One or Daddy Deep One. I think he's the mama, and he has a nest of all her little babies, and yeah, he's basically going to sacrifice Kane to them. And of course, Kane, he ain't going to go down fighting, so he starts opening up a can of whoop ass on these guys, and then his men show up. I like the little detail with them having the rebreathers. They don't even like point this out. They just, comics is a visual storytelling gimmick. So they just, all you got to do is to show this. And then it's like, okay, it makes, we know how they got there. Because, I mean, if you look, jumping down here, swimming in deep, going through a tunnel, and then coming out, probably not going to be able to hold their breath for that long. I mean, this guy did, but this guy also was going by a lot faster because this creature right here is pulling him. So I don't know. I know I'm just kind of rambling on this, but I like this. This is like a nice little detail. It's like it explains how all these guys got there. I am kind of wondering how this dude was able to swim with this heavy Gatling gun. I mean, it could explain how he got, how he drops. I mean, he could just use the weight of the weapons to pull him down. But and then I guess he could run this, across because this is horizontal. But then how do you swim up while carrying all this equipment? But he was able to pull it off. And then we just get this badass pose with them. And then they all start opening up a can of whoop ass. I skipped a lot of pages because I don't want to show too much of this. I mean, it is a preview, but again, just copyright reasons. But we get a pretty cool fight scene of them basically using their weapons on these deep one looking creatures. And then this guy right here uses his Gatling gun to bust a hole in his chest because the weapons were not really doing any damage because they have like a strong exoskeleton, but they have a soft spot right here in the belly. So they basically cut like a small hole with their bullets, and then Bethany actually jumps inside and rips the creature out from the inside out. Yeah, basically they kill the mom, could be the dad, and then they make their escape. And then as they're escaping, the actual leader shows up, and he's like so big that all we can see is just like his eyeball here. And he basically warns them like, you might have escaped this time, but we'll be back. And like basically they're kind of talking about how they're like, these demons and stuff, or aliens or Lovecraftian external whatever cosmic horrors, whatever you want to describe them as, they're actually like tearing their way into our universe. So it kind of just ends with you won the battle, but the war is not over, and that's the end of the preview. This is a lot shorter than the actual series, obviously, because again, this is a preview issue. But I wanted to do this rather than issue number 1, just because I don't know, I like this story. It's very self-contained, and it gives you an idea of these characters. But yeah, this is Spooks Omega Team. I highly recommend them. As far as I know, again, there's 2 volumes. The first one kind of deals with you kind of get more of a backstory of some of these characters, and it's more of a vampire story. Whereas Spooks Omega Team is more of a like Egyptian mummy kind of story. But yeah, I'm kind of sad that this never really took off. I would love to see more of Spooks, but I highly recommend it. If you guys like G.I. Joe, for those of you who supported the Jawbreakers Kickstarter, if that's like your kind of thing, I highly recommend this, because I mean that basically you get a team of military soldiers with each have their own kind of special powers. Like Bethany has kind of this like astral plane power that we see in issue number 1. But yeah, I mean that you kind of get, it's kind of basically think adult G.I. Joe or the Expendables, only instead of fighting terrorists, they're fighting supernatural monsters and demons and stuff. I mean, come on, that sounds badass. But yeah, that's Boost Omega Team. Let me know what you guys think. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notification. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Share this, please, with your friends, family, like other people in the comic book industry. I mean, comic book community and stuff. I'm trying to basically help grow my channel. I'm trying to hit 400 subscribers. So if you guys can help with that in any way, I would really much appreciate it. But yeah, just thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this. But yeah, I highly recommend this. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Later.